The views or opinions of the staff.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Or ownership of this station.
Go time.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Jason Bible. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817.
All right, Jay. Hot mics in 3, 2, 1.
Now here's your host, Jason Bible.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Guaranteed to be the most offensive real estate radio show you've ever heard. Most offensive. Everybody's going to be angry by the end of the show. Guaranteed. Here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the most offensive Facebook post I have ever produced. The most offensive. Guaranteed to make everyone angry. And I figured, you know what? Why stop there? We're on a roll. I say we bring it right into the radio show. Welcome, guys. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate, 713-785-1817. We're here on the show today talking about real estate, post-Harvey real estate. Seems like we're going to do a post-Harvey edition here for probably the next 6 or so months. So the most offensive, thank you. The most offensive show we're ever going to have. I posted, let me explain this post I did last week. I posted on my Facebook page a simple word problem. Very simple word problem. And I'm going to give it to you guys now in Radio Land. I just put it up on the radio show. You can see it behind me. Most offensive ever. A man buys a horse for $60, then sells it for $70. He buys the horse back for $80 and then sells the horse for $90. How much money did he make or lose? Did he break even? I'm going to say it again. A man buys a horse for $60, then sells the horse for $70. He buys the horse back for $80 and then sells the horse for $90. How much money did he make or lose, or did he break even? This is the most offensive Facebook post I have ever posted. Ever. Why? Here is it, and I'll tell you. The amazing thing is you've got to go to my Facebook page and read this post. You got to read the responses to it. I bet I got to go back and look. I've got the radio show Facebook page up, so I don't have my personal page up. But I bet there's 100 comments of people posting what they think the number is, and then the response to those numbers. And then, of course, some people just being smart Alex on the internet. A man buys a horse for $60, sells it for $70. Then he buys the horse back for $80, sells it for $90. How much money did he make? How much money did he lose? Or did he break even? We're going to put this slide in our weekend retreat because it blew me away. I have to go back and put the numbers together, but I want to say well over 70, if not close to 90% of the people that commented on the thread could not get this answer right. Couldn't get it right. In fact, I had a couple of people joking that said, I don't like word problems. This is something my CPA does. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, is it? I know some people were just being smart. Right? But then when I read some of the serious responses, I'm sitting there and I'm rubbing my head and I'm like, no wonder you people will never be successful in business. This is such an easy question. In fact, this is a problem we run into every single day. If you buy a horse for 60, then sell it for 70, then buy the horse back for 80 and sell it for 90, how much did you make, lose, or break even? In fact, I'm spending so much time on it now at this point, people are starting to second guess how simple it is. But it's downright scary how easy this problem is, because this is the business. This is any business right here. How much did it cost for you to buy the horse? How much does it cost for you to sell the horse? How much did I make in the middle? This is business 101. I had to put this in front of my kids. I know Cameron's 10. Carson's just learning to read. He's getting better, but he's just now learning how to read. So any kid can do this. Any kid who's in school of reasonable intelligence, of average intelligence, I think can do this. But it's amazing to me how many people got this wrong. And I'm trying to figure it out. So I sit on this radio show. Tom and I are on this radio show 5 days a week. I do a Facebook Live just about every morning during the weekdays, and sometimes I get to it on the weekends. And then, of course, I've got all these blog posts that we put out. We've got all this other content we put out. And one of the things we've really been concerned about is we're explaining real estate at a really high level. You know, hey guys, this is how you build wealth. For example, nobody teaches this. I think I need to write a book, How to Build Wealth in Real Estate. It's 2 things you need: cash flow and equity. And then literally start from there and write the book, Cash Flow and Equity. However, I can't even have that discussion if a significant portion of the audience doesn't understand how to get the right answer for this question. That's what's very scary to me. A man buys a horse for $60, then sells it for $70. He buys the horse back for $80, sells it for $90. How much money did he make or lose, or did he break even? It's very scary if you can't get this right answer. Because this, replace horse with house. Replace horse with apartment complex. Replace horse with small commercial building. A man buys an apartment complex for $60 a door, then sells it for $70 a door. He buys the apartment complex back for $80 a door, and then sells the apartment complex for $90 a door. How much money did he make or lose, or did he break even? A man buys a car for $60, then sells it for $70. He then buys the same car back for $80, and then sells it for $90. How much money did he make or lose, or did he break even? I'm willing to bet maybe I ought to send this out on my email list. I've got over 65,000 people on our email list. I think I should send this out on our email list and say, answer this question. And have a deal where you could just click a button, and it automatically submits the answer to us. Let's say you get like 4 or 5 choices, a little multiple choice, and see how many people get this answer right. Because I'll tell you what, if you can't answer this basic question, I'm willing to bet I can guess your net worth. That's kind of scary, isn't it? You've got to know the answer to this question. It's super easy. Life is a word problem. Business is a word problem. But Jason, I hate word problems. Boy, you're not going to make it real far. It's a word problem. It's not that hard. But if you've got problems in this, we need to get you fixed. This is easy. This is what we do every single day. This is the game of Monopoly. We haven't even talked about cash flow yet.
2 minutes.
We're talking about a guy flipping a horse. I mean, that's all he's doing. He's flipping a horse. Flip a horse. No different than flipping a house, flipping an apartment complex, flipping a car. You buy it for this, you sell it for that. You buy it again for this and sell it for that. How much you make? Did you lose or did you break even? One of my big concerns, Tom and I both had this concern. Again, we're talking about wealth and cash flow and depreciation schedules and, you know, if you're a partner, you're K1. I mean, we're talking about high-level stuff. Even on our radio show, we don't, quite honestly, a lot of the basics can get really boring to talk about day in, day out. But we're talking about high-level stuff here.
1 minute.
And we got a lot of people that can't do this basic math problem. This is important stuff. This is more important than who's kneeling during a football game. Can you answer the horse problem? If you can't answer the horse problem, we probably shouldn't be spending our time complaining on Facebook about some nonsense in the National Football League. This stuff is incredibly important. This will be the most important message you hear probably all year, unless you come to some of our events. You buy a horse for 60, you sell it for 70, then you buy the horse back for 80 and sell it for 90. How much money did you make or lose? Did you break even? We get back from the break. We're going to talk about opinions that matter. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process.
Jeff got your
My
question.
team
I will
believes in
answer
putting
it
people
here
and culture
in a little
before
bit.
Results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the
Thanks,
energy
Jeff.
to make this your best home
I
purchase
like it.
ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez.
You know what I'm thinking? We need to do
the
a
Hernandez
Flying
team
Saucer
at
happy
Legacy
hour.
Mutual Mortgage.
I have been severely deficient
Jennifer.legacymutual.com
on networking
or
happy
call
hours.
713-579-3611.
Look at my schedule
Again,
here.
Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA.
Daniel, I'll see your question. It doesn't matter. This is the
IRA,
information in
or
which
go
you're
to our
provided.
website, questira.com.
Answer accordingly.
Time is money in a real estate deal.
2 minutes.
If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that
Hey,
is Benchmark
Matt,
Insurance Group of Texas.
when are you getting in
The team at
town for
Benchmark
the weekend
understands the
retreat?
investor mindset.
Are you coming up
They know
Thursday or
what
you
you
just
need
driving
when
up
you need
early
it.
Friday
We're here
morning?
for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353 or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property?
Why, yes,
Then
I
call
am.
Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I
or
need
reach
to
us on
send
the
them a
web at
text about this tiny house
fasttrackremodeling.com.
thing.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects.
30 seconds.
Which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817 and look for us on
RJ,
Facebook
Hot
Live
Mics in
at
3, 2, 1.
Right Path Real Estate.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Got a pretty fun question here. Let me scroll down. Jeff says, what is your view on buying flooded townhouses? All right. We got to have a little chat about townhouses and condos. Townhouses and condos, at least in Texas, are kind of strange in that our real estate is pretty cheap down here. Now, if we're talking about townhouses and condos in California, New York, and all that, a little bit different animal, but here in Texas, they're a little strange. Here's what I'll tell you. Townhouses and condos are the canary in the coal mine for the real estate market. They're the last to appreciate and the first to depreciate, meaning they're the last ones to raise in value, to increase in value, and they're the first ones to fall. So we usually have a pretty good indication of the health of the real estate market based on what's going on in the townhome and condo market. Here's the problem with condos and townhomes. What's your exit strategy? They are tough to cash flow as rentals. Typically, that monthly HOA fee kills your cash flow unless you're in for all cash. And because of the volatile nature of townhomes and condos, they really don't make sense to hold on to a buy and hold. Would I flip them? Absolutely, and we flipped them in the past. So we flip townhomes, we flip condos, we flip patio homes. You could totally do it. I mean, it's real simple. It's just like any other asset. We buy it at a certain price, we put this much in rehab, and here's our profit when we sell it. Here's the problem with his particular question, flooded townhouses. When I go in and buy a townhome, I'm buying one unit in one complex. In flooded townhomes, it's pretty atypical for one unit to get flooded because they're attached to adjoining units. So typically, you're buying one flooded townhome in a block of flooded townhomes. So the question is, what is that worth? I have no idea. Buying flooded townhomes and condos is tough because it's tough to evaluate what it's worth when you exit. Now, why is it hard to determine what it's worth when you exit? Well, because there are a lot of townhomes that A, could be on the market at the same time. And they could be in one of two, actually could be in one of three conditions. One could be fully rehabbed like yours. I should say four. There's actually four conditions they could be in. One could be fully rehabbed like your townhome. One could be post-flood remediated, meaning it was cut out from the bottom floor and you can see all the sheetrock and it's dry. The third is it could be unremediated and still have all that wet stuff in it. So now you have a potential mold issue. And the fourth condition that could be in is unflooded but original condition. So you have four different things, four different conditions those townhomes could be in when yours is on the market. So that's the real challenge in townhomes and condos. What is it worth when that first, and it's presumably the first floor, although in some areas of town it was up to the second floor. What was the impact on those units? What's the economic value when those townhomes are sold? I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough question. Would I buy them? I mean, I'll tell you. Let me back up for a second here. When someone asks, Jason, would you do this? Or Jason, what's your opinion on this? I give the opinion as Jason Bible, owner of Houston House Buyers, flipped 500 houses. We will buy just about anything. Now, if you're asking what I would do as a new investor, or is Jason Bible just starting out in real estate, that'd be a completely different answer. So Jason Bible, owner of Houston House Buyers, I buy anything. If the price is right, I'll buy it. Now, I have the luxury of having a significant amount of personal capital and private capital where I could buy anything and just about hold on to whatever for the right price. However, Jason Bible, starting out in real estate, didn't have those resources. So here's what I'll tell you. If you're a new investor or you're a real estate investor that buys 10 or 12 houses a year and you're trying to figure out what do I do with these townhomes that are flooded? If you own townhomes in that complex as rental properties, then I would buy them. If your goal is to build a portfolio of rental properties that are in some of these townhome complexes, then I'd buy them. Or if you specialize in flipping houses in those townhome communities, and you already know that townhome community, you've done properties there, you know the market, all that sort of stuff, I'd do it. But if you haven't, if you don't know the area, it's not part of your goals, then I wouldn't. I'd leave that up to somebody like us. You're welcome to send those deals to us. In fact, if you want to, the email address for property referrals is leads, Leads, leads at HoustonHouseBuyers.com. That's where our referral sources come in from. Leads at HoustonHouseBuyers.com. So that's my view on townhomes. If it's something you know really well, you've done stuff in there, you own assets in those communities, absolutely buy it. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend buying those properties. You need to have some specific knowledge on buying in those areas, and I just wouldn't do it. So that's my opinion on townhomes. So does everybody have the answer to the horse problem yet? A man buys a horse for $60, sells it for $70, buys the horse back for $80, and then sells it for $90. It's important. Doesn't matter if it's a horse. Doesn't matter if it's a piece of real estate. What is the answer? Here's what I'll tell you. Whose opinion matters? Whose opinion matters? We had a lot of people this weekend voicing their opinions on one thing or another. My two favorite opinions that have been flying around for the last 2 years is global warming and all the stuff related to the National Football League protesting, essentially protesting the police. That's really what's going on. If you go back to Colin Kaepernick's original discussion, original protest in the preseason, if I remember, in 2016, was some of the things that were going on nationally. And here's really the discussion. It's not over those issues. The discussion really is whose opinion matters. And I promise I'll bring this back to real estate because it's very important that you understand this point before I continue the rest of the show. Whose opinion matters? I saw a great comment yesterday. You could write a book on this. And it is sacrifice or protest without sacrifice is lame. Protest without sacrifice is lame. I'll never forget years ago, I was in one of these big executive meetings. And everybody was giving their opinions. It was one of these like, let's do the town hall and get everybody in the company on the, let's get all the input from everybody in the company. One of these touchy-feely things. Everybody's getting hugs, and your opinion matters. It's so great, yeah. But does everybody's opinion really matter? I mean, you can voice your opinion all you want, but does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Here's what we know in America today. There's two groups of people. There's producers and consumers. Producers and consumers. That's it. You can break the whole world up into those two groups. One of my biggest fears right now is that the group of producers is getting smaller. The group of producers is shrinking. That is incredibly scary. The group of producers is getting smaller. It was amazing to me to watch my Facebook feed yesterday.
2 minutes.
All these people worked up over stuff that makes no difference in their life. None. People whining and crying about climate change and how that, quote, created Harvey or made Harvey worse. Or folks that are whining and crying about somebody kneeling or somebody sitting or some grown adult throwing a fit on a football field. I can't imagine the productivity squandered yesterday nationally on Facebook as it relates to this nonsense that went on in the National Football League over the last 24 hours. Amazing how much neural activity was dispensed on something that's going to make a 0% change in your life. 0%.
1 minute.
Guaranteed. Most people are not successful because they major in minor things. Most people are unsuccessful because they major in minor things. So the question is, whose opinion really matters? Is it those people that major in minor things, or is it those that major in major things? We get back from the break, we're going to talk about whose opinion matters in real estate. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS
Hey, Matt,
comps,
I'm going to
you can
send you this
understand the
text.
frustration. How much
And
would
it's
it
going to have
cost if you no
a
longer have to
graphic
wait for
on
a
it.
real estate agent to get you the info you need to
And
close
then,
the deal?
yeah, if you're not coming up
Propelio
early,
is a
if you're not coming up
brokerage
Thursday,
website
no
that
big
gives you
deal.
instant 24/7 access
We
to
can
high
chat.
equity lead
We'll
lists
find
and
some time during the
with
weekend
access
retreat. We
to a
can chat.
network of the top real estate agents.
But I got
Get
this
ahead on
idea
everyone else.
for you
Get a
guys
free
that are out of
7-day trial
town.
today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal.
Welcome to your office.
You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts. Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. 281-569-4353.
How's that for what? Oh, it's perfect. That's what I was going to talk about. You can probably tell. Horse math.
Online at benchmarkbroker.com.
The most offensive show ever.
Great investment
Ooh, what's in there?
The problem is you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating.
Oh, okay.
This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth,
Nice.
but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check
Hey, we
us
had
out
a custom
online at
case made, right?
nextgenappraisals.com.
Isn't that one that rack? We had 2 of them.
Do you have
What
cracks
did
in your
those end
brick,
up costing? A
doors
couple
that
$100
stick, or sheetrock
Or
that's
they more
coming
than that?
apart? Then you
2
may have
minutes.
foundation movement.
$500
Due to our
each?
expansive soils in the Houston area,
So
it's
I'm
probably
looking
not a
for
question
a.
of if you
I need
have
a
movement,
trunk,
but when.
60
Call Foundation
inches,
Check for a truly
just a
independent,
box, 60 inches
unbiased
long. I don't know how deep.
foundation
Until.
evaluation. Foundation Check has been in
I
business
I
since
looked and I
2009
can't find
and
much
has completed
larger.
over
I can't find any
1,400
larger than 48
evaluations.
inches.
We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary.
Yeah,
material,
I don't know where to
but
shop.
we are in
Like
the
I was on
business of
Pelican's
evaluating
website.
your
Pelican
foundation.
doesn't make a case
Our
over.
product is designed for house flippers, landlords,
Yeah.
or even owner-occupied
Maybe that's what.
properties.
Flight case.
Each of
Maybe
our
that's
files
the
is
term,
reviewed
right?
by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825.
Here we go.
702-3825.
Yeah, I was looking
Or you
at
can reach us online
military
at
Foot Lockers, and they're not big
foundationcheck.com.
enough.
That's foundationcheck.com.
Investor loans
Oh, yeah,
offering
here
up
we
to
go.
100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase,
Yeah, that's
repairs,
funny.
and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes
30
free
seconds.
qualifications
All
within
right.
2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100 or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143, 8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
This is Business 1110.
Call Jason at 713-785-1817 and look for us on
All
Facebook
right.
All right,
Live
Jay.
at
Hot mics in
facebook.com/RightPath
3, 2,
Real Estate.
1.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. We're talking about opinions that matter. Great quote from this weekend. Protest without sacrifice is lame. And most people major in minor things. They're majoring in stuff that doesn't matter. Who's kneeling, who's not, who cares? I really could care less. But here's the reality in this whole situation. And you can use this across the board for any controversial opinion, controversial project. I mean, anything. Not everybody's opinion matters. And when I say that, people get real offended. Here's the reality. I got a 6-year-old who just turned 6 this week and a 10-year-old. And I asked the 6 and 10-year-old, what do you want to do today? Oh, Dad, I want to go to a bouncy house. I want to go buy $1,000 worth of silly string and paint the neighborhood with silly string. I mean, it's like that. Are we going to do that today? No. Their opinion really doesn't matter because they're 6 and 10-year-olds. When I go to a networking event and somebody says, oh, Jason, let me tell you what's going to happen to real estate because of Harvey. And they'll pontificate for 2 minutes or as long as I can stand it. And I'll say, hey, Bob, how many houses did you buy last month? None. How many did you buy the month before? None. How many did you buy last year? 6. Your opinion really has no weight with me. Your opinion matters when you got skin in the game. When you got skin in the game, now your opinion matters. But until then, you're just somebody that's just blowing hot air in your face. The only people's opinion that matters are those that actually sacrifice. My opinion on real estate matters because I'm in this business every day. Most real estate educators out there are not in real estate as a business. as an investor. They're in real estate as an educator. Their opinion has zero weight. How many houses did you buy last month, Mr. Real Estate Guru, standing on the stage in the really nice slick suit, in the fancy cars, in the nice house? How many houses did you buy last year? How many apartments did you buy last year? How many did you sell? How much money did you make buying and selling those things? I would have loved this. For all the players yesterday, I would have loved to have seen, with all the different things that were going on, I would have loved to have seen like a infographic. Like you could pan the bench, right, with a camera. Imagine this. You pan the bench with a camera. And right next to the player, a little infographic pops up. And it's got their name. It's got how much they make a year. And then it's got right below that their net worth. You have that for every player. And if you really wanted to get granular, you could give them a rank. Let's say if you were to look at career stats, where they rank for their position for their entire career. And you could just go down that bench. Go right down that bench. And you will soon find that most of those people that are, quote, participating in a protest, from a league standpoint, just the NFL, are probably about average for the NFL. That's not to say that they're not great athletes. They are. I mean, even the guys on the practice squad are absolutely incredible. But in their peer group, what does their opinion really matter? That's really what I'm trying to get to. Does their opinion really matter? When I go to Facebook, I wish Facebook had this feature where when someone starts shooting their mouth off, it had right next to a little infographic. Just imagine you're logging into Facebook. There's all these people ranting, raving about all this nonsense. And right next to that Facebook post, it had their name, and it had how much they make a year. It had their net worth. And then I always like to see the community service piece too. So how many nonprofits they're involved in and how many service hours they've had during the year. Because typically people who are not in business, they do a lot of service stuff, right? They donate a lot of time at their church for nonprofits. I'd love to see those four metrics right there. How much money they make, how much they're worth, how much time they spend in building nonprofits, and how much community service time they have. Because I'm willing to bet that the vast majority of the most vocal people, their opinions don't matter. Let me go back to the premise of the argument. Your opinion matters, your protest matters if you have something to sacrifice. Most of these people who are shooting their mouths off have never really sacrificed for a little more than to make them average. I can tell you that as a almost definitive fact. Yeah, why don't you lecture me on what the federal government should do with the NFIP program? Because you rent an apartment. Tell me all about that. You tell me how well you slept when you had 50 houses on the ground in Houston, Texas. You tell me your opinion, because guess what? Your opinion doesn't matter. Let's hear the real estate guru that flies into Houston, Texas, that tells us how we should be investing in Houston. Yeah, because you don't. So you tell me your opinion that doesn't matter. The people's opinion that matters are the ones that have something to sacrifice. And most of these people's opinion doesn't matter. We're about to start a national debate on taxes. I'd love this so much. Every person that gets up and gives an opinion on taxes, they have to disclose how much they pay in taxes. Because you know what? The one that writes the check is the only opinion that matters. You tell me all about how bad it is that you pay taxes, or the rich shouldn't do this, or businesses shouldn't do that. Why don't you sit in this seat for a little while and then give me your opinion? Because I'll tell you what, we mentor a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people who make the change from employee to business owner. And I'll tell you what, their view on the world changes real quick. One of my favorite quotes from the election was, there's a big difference between the person that signs the front of the check versus the one that signs the back of the check. There's a big difference. Whose opinion matters? This is why I tell people, before you write a check to some guru, some real estate educator, before you write a check for a consultant, hey, Mr. Guru, how many houses did you buy last month? Oh, well, me and my partners, no partners, your company. How much do you spend on marketing? How many houses did you buy? How many houses did you rehab? How many houses did you rent? How much money did you deploy as a private lender? How many do you really do? I'll tell you right now, guys, it ain't a secret what we're doing. In fact, it's all public record. It's real simple. Hey, real estate guru, what do you do? Oh, I own a bunch of real estate. Great. What LLCs do you own them in? Because I can just search county records and see what you own. It's real simple. Here's my biggest fear. I was going to write a post. I get into politics every now and then. I find the intersection of politics and economics absolutely fascinating.
2 minutes.
And I almost wrote a post about all the stuff that was going on this week. We're going to do a blog post, but we're going to do a blog post actually about this issue here. If people can't get the horse question right, how can we have a bigger debate in this country about wealth building, statistics, social science? We can't. Most people can't get the horse question right. If I buy a horse for $60 and sell it for $70, and then I buy a horse back for $80 and sell it for $90, did you lose money, make money, or did you break even? If most people can't answer that question correctly, if you can't answer that question right, how are we going to have a debate about these other things?
1 minute.
And then the other fascinating thing that we saw this week is people giving credibility or giving credibility, giving an audience to opinions that don't matter. I see it all the time. Oh, Jason, let me tell you my opinion on real estate. How many houses have you bought? None? Your opinion doesn't matter, does it? Because you've got no skin in the game. We get back from the break. We're going to talk more about whose opinion matters, how it relates to real estate. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Rehab loans, conventional loans, FHA, and no-income documentation loans can seem scary unless you have the right mortgage company to guide you through the process. Since
Shoot you a note.
2003, Noble Mortgage has been helping investors just
I remember us talking
whether
about that.
rehabbing houses, buying your first home, rental, or commercial property. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing. Call Noble Mortgage at 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825 or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are small
1 minute.
returns getting
Excellent.
in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one
That's
of
gonna
the
be a
best
big
investments you can
one.
make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing
all
on
kinds
time?
of cool stuff
I'm
now.
Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy
Pelican?
Mutual Mortgage, and we have
I
mastered
didn't
the
know they
30-day
made
close.
backpacks.
We
I'm looking
close
at
on time,
Gustavo's dad's
accurately,
website.
and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at
This last segment.
713-579-3611, and let's
Oh,
talk
it's
about how
30
we can
seconds, I
help you
think.
on your next transaction. NMLS 514497.
All right, we're coming back.
This is
All right.
Business 1110.
Call Jason at 703-785-1817 and look for us on
All right,
Facebook
Jay. Hot
Live
mics in
at
3, 2,
facebook.com/RightPath
1.
Real Estate.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Whose opinion really matters? That's the question for today. We saw it all this weekend with the NFL nonsense. We've been here in Houston, we're getting lectured about global warming, which is hilarious. And at the end of the day, I always like to ask the question, whose opinion really matters? Whose opinion matters? If I go to a networking event, I shouldn't say if, but when I go to a networking event and I'm chatting with people, I'm like, hey, man, what do you do? Oh, I'm a real estate investor. Great. How many houses you bought? 0. How many did you buy last month? 0. How many you bought last year? 0. Well, I'm just getting started. Well, why don't you just tell me that? I'm a new real estate investor trying to get some information. Great. If I chat with somebody and I say, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm a real estate investor. I buy 5 houses a month. Oh, sweet. And then we can start sharing, some market intelligence. Because I give that person some credibility. Credibility is earned. That's one thing it's important to know. Credibility is earned. So when you're a credible source to me, your opinion matters. So when someone says, "Hey, Jason, I do X, Y, and Z," hard money lender. Say we get Daryl Dyke on up here, Noble Mortgage. Daryl looks at like 1,000 deals a month, right? So Daryl gets up here and says, "Hey, Jason, I see this. This is what's coming on and going on in the market." I give Daryl a lot of credibility. But some new guy off the street that says, "Oh, man, I've been thinking about getting into real estate, but I don't know because real estate seems like it's really bad because there's like a hurricane." I don't give that guy any credit. Dude, you don't know what you're talking about. You've got no skin in the game.
2 minutes.
Opinions only matter when there's skin in the game. That's the only thing that matters. You start putting some skin in the game, your opinion matters. You put your money on the table, that's when it matters. Otherwise, you're just talking. You're just like, well, I could do this, maybe. It doesn't really matter. Money or time. Those are the two things those are the two currencies of creating values, money and time. And until you do that, your opinion just doesn't hold any weight. So if you guys want the opinion of somebody who actually does this every day, time and in dollars, that's what we do at Right Path Real Estate every single day. I can hear Tom out in front of the studio running back and forth, chatting with Phil. Phil brought in 2 contracts this morning.
1 minute.
Doing deals every single day. I think we got 1 or 2 closings this week. If you want to learn how to do real estate from someone's opinion who actually matters in this business, in this industry, you need to come to one of our events. Next event, check rightpathrealestate.com. We now do live events. We
30
do webinars now. This weekend we have the weekend retreat. It is completely sold out. October's weekend retreat, at least last I looked, was 50% sold out. So if you want to learn how to do this from people who are doing it every single day, you need to be at our weekend retreat. Go to rightpathrealestate.com, or you can send an email to support@rightpathrealestate.com. If you want information about how to improve your credit and your finances, we have that for you as well. We started that last week. Send an email to support@rightpathrealestate, and we'll let you know what that company is. We're looking for leaders there, so anybody's interested in becoming a leader in our next company, feel free to send an email to support@rightpathrealestate. This is Jason Bible. Thanks for listening.
All right, Mr. Bible, have a good day.
I will. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio.
Back in 1993, MediShare was known